Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Again, it's Brooks. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Play stopped by Damone Clark.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Young to throw here on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Young to throw it. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Staying on the ground with Benson. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. First down, here's Dak. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Throwing again is Dak. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And in for the Dallas touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame. Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. The touchdown disappears. He was not able to reach the end zone after all. Benson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. Trey Benson, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Velus Jones now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. On the give, it's Brooks. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. But you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Running once more with Brooks. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard, and that brings up 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap now to Young. He has the first over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Play stopped by Damone Clark. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Smash, smash.
Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming.
Ready, ready.
Here's Young to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. And off to Benson to start the drive. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Xavier Woods up to make the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10 now. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he got free. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, going to 54. Line in. 26.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be Panthers football. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Tag. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To the air on 1st down, Young. That'll be caught by Adam Thielen. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Young on 1st and 10. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. Trying to find his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Ready. Panthers 60. Panthers alert. Alert.
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And he doesn't get much. A small pickup down to the 42. Just 1 yard on the run. That brings up 4th down.
A gain of only a yard.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, going to 50. Yeah. Here we go. Then we're going to 53. 26.
It's Benson on the give. And he's brought down after a short gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Here we go. 26.
To throw is Prescott. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And he gets this across the 10 before stepping out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm, and a nice little gain on top of it.
And this is incomplete. Took the check down for granted. He's lucky that wasn't picked and taken the other way. 4th down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll have it here after forcing that punt to end the first. Brooks on the give, headed right. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's in the first.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Handoff now to the receiver. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, 3rd down.
Let's go now. 60
Young working from the gun. Connects with Hubbard. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
They like to... Jimmys and the Joes, I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Hands off here for Brooks. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, set.
Slot man motioned over. On the carry, this is Brooks. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Young. This is reeled in by Leggett. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Here we go.
They're going for it. Young got his target. It's Dillon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, there we go.
The give now to Benson. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Got Lamb, and it's complete. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Here's a give up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready? Go!
Young looking to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys take over. Not an interception by the reigning Defensive Player of the Year.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, Lion. Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Dak now from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
To the air, 3rd and long. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
I know we see these kickers make kicks from this distance all the time, but it never ceases to be impressive. Everything's on the dot, and it's a big 3 points.
And look at this return. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Play stopped by Damone Clark.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Putting a receiver in motion. From the 40 on 2nd down. He puts some juice on it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
Benson on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone. Frontalis touchdown. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Aubrey Good on the point after. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Kadarius Toney now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
First and 10 now from the 30. Now an inside give to Benson. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And he gets this forward to the 19. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
The drive picks up here. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Benson once more. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Cowboys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Trey Benson, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Hubbard hauls it in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Malik Hooker. And forget the interception, he makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Ooh, partner, this has gotten out of hand early. That pick-6, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. On the return, here's Jones. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Shut up! Warrior 70. 19, Tiger, 9, hut, hut.
Here's Brooks. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Cowboy 80. Hut.
They'll stick with the ground game here. Broke through the tackle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Set go.
Looking to throw. And they pick him off again. And the Cowboys get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
One final shot before halftime. He's on the move. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And, well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Yeah! What do you think?
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Yeah, very good. 26.
Throwing on first is Prescott. It's taken in by Lamb. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 20.
Working inside the red zone. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Touchdown, Dallas. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys continue piling onto this lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Young to throw. Pass complete to Hubbard. And he'll get it up to the 44. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
To the air on 1st down, Young. He'll get this one to Brooks. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That's complete. Here's Brooks. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Go!
They motion the tight end over.
Go!
Sticking to the air, it's Young. He finds Sanders. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Play action now, Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 7-yard loss brings up the 3rd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hut, hut.
3rd and long, Young. And they pick him off again. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Yeah! Here we go.
A give left side to Benson. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Here we go. Right take. Here we go. 46, 46. 46.
Dak off the play fake. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Here's an option right side on 3rd down. They get 2 out of the run, but it's going to be 4th and 9.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
I know we get so enamored with a one-handed catch, an amazing throw, but I am telling you, that kick from that distance is just as impressive. The leg strength, the power, he drives it low, and he finds a way to get an enormous 3 points.
At their own 40-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. On the give, it's Brooks. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Offense up to the line fast. From the pistol, it's Young. Gets this to Sanders. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down by Deron Bland.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming.
Dragon 60. Set go.
Shotgun snap now to Young. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. Carolina in punt formation. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. He's got it. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
They'll start this series with an option left. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Kill. Hey, kill. What do you think?
Prescott here from the gun. He's going deep this time. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Yeah, here we go. 47. Field goal 47. We're going to 53. 26.
From the gun is Prescott. Buys time, rolling right. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Yeah, here we go. I take 26.
First down, here's Dak. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Yeah!
Hand off to Benson from the gun. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Cowboys football, and they should be able to coast through the 4th with that kind of lead. And the Panthers into the nickel set. 3rd down coming.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Dak to throw. Able to get it to Benson. And this one does not go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Big lick from the coverage team there. And that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking Xavier Legette's way there. And it sets up 2nd down. Young working from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Marquise Bell making the play. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, ooh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Here we go. 26.
They give up the gut to Benson. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or 2 ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Yeah!
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah!
Dak to the air here. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. It's a 36-yard look for him. Gay's kick is good. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
On the return, here's Jones. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Let's go now. 19 Lion. Shot alert, shot alert. Hey, check that, check that.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's gonna, and they pick him off again. DaRon Bland has it. And the Cowboys take over. Not an interception by the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Staying on the ground with Benson. Another big rip for him. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys throwing 6 more on the blowout. Trey Benson, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys continue adding on to that lead.
Panthers 3. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's out of bounds, just a step short of the 40. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Oh no, they get him yet again. DaRon Bland has it. And he makes the Hefko. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Tony now to return it. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Here we go, here we go.
Running once more with Brooks. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Third and just 2 to go.
Ready?
Again, it's Brooks. Has the first, but once more, he's past the 45. Jonathan Brooks! And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. But don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Set, go.
Here's Brooks. Has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers putting up points in a game decided. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Panthers take 7 points off the deficit. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. They're out and set, first and 10.
Then we're going to 53.
And off to Benson to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up second and 3.
Yeah, here we go.
It's Benson on the give. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. But, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Offense to the line for second down.
Then we're going to 54. Why here? There we go. 22.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Cowboys sending out their punting unit. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be their football. On first down, here comes Brooks. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hand off here for Brooks. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
Mustang 19. Ready?
Young on the play action. He lofts it deep left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking Xavier Legette's way there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Third and long for him here. And they pick him off again. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick six.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Tony now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers trying to do some window dressing. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Let's go now.
A give to Brooks, running right. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7. Now an inside handoff to Brooks. He's got room to roam here. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Brooks on the counter. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. On 2nd down, it's Brooks. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 4 yards on the carry. Gets him some yards back, but still 3rd and 9 upcoming. Handoff running right, Hubbard. He breaks the tackle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now a give to Brooks, coming left. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get you a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
Go! 2nd and 3.
One final shot here. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Kendricks.